Good morning.
Hello, how you going?
Going good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, not having the best of afternoons, but that's life, you know. We all have our moments.
Anything you want
My
to share
headset
with the
wouldn't
group?
work.
No, I know. Technical issues. Anything you'd like to share with the group? We can act as your therapy group if you like. Well, there's only three of us because there's only one person watching at the moment.
Yeah. I'll put up the one person. Hi, Leon.
Leon, this is just for you, my friend.
Leon, thank you so much for your assistance, mate. I understand, you know, like you're obviously, you know, I've got to obviously be careful what I say, but your assistance, your help, your support has just been amazing, mate. Thank you so much.
We love you, Leon.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we love you. And Leon is saying, good morning, everyone. Coffee is made. We are okay, Keith. We can continue with our little live stream because Leon is reporting about his coffee. He's listening while getting ready for work. It is short and quick commute to the office at this time of day. I blink in bed it is. It's the middle of the night.
Well, I wonder, you know, like obviously their days are getting longer up there now. So I know that in summertime, because we're fairly low in the, you know, how you got the parallel lines or whatever in the world. We're fairly low down in the
latitudes and longitudes. Yeah,
that's right. No, would be obviously their days are getting longer at the moment until I suspect the same as what we are, where our shortest day is about the 20th of June or something like that. So I would imagine their longest day would be around the 20th of June as well.
Yeah, it is.
And the same for you as well. Of course, you're in the Northern Hemisphere.
21st of June, I think, or 22nd or something like that. Yeah. So, which is always depressing because actually the rest of the summer is kind of really the main bit of summer for us is still ahead, and you're thinking, oh, but it's getting shorter already.
Yeah, I used to live in Broome for a while, and which is in the northwest of WA, where you're much more closer to the equator. And that way then you never really had a huge amount of difference between the longest day and the shortest day of the year. But when you get down further south or like further north, your days get so much more variance between the longest day and the shortest day of the year. And where we live, the shortest day is really quite short and the longest day is really quite long. Obviously, when you're above the tropic, the Arctic Circle and that, you get constant days. Like in the longest day of the year, the sun never sets. And
which will be amazing. I literally don't know how people live there in the winter, though. Oh my God, I literally don't know how they do it.
Yeah, considering how I am now when it's dark enough now, like because it really triggers my vertigo. I don't know how I could ever live in that environment. That would just be devastating. But But I would imagine, like, I'm not sure what time of the morning the sun actually comes up there, Leon. So if you wouldn't mind just letting us know what time does the sun come up.
Leon, tell us more about your life. What time does the sun rise? So we can imagine you're drinking your coffee with the sunrise in the background or not. I don't know.
It must be getting fairly close because, like, where we are, I think that we go for about 5 o'clock or something like that for sunrise, or maybe a bit earlier than that.
Yeah. So I reckon, is it like 4 o'clock in the morning where you are, Leon?
Yeah, that's right. 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Wow. Which, you know, there is something very special about that time in the morning, I have to say. I do when I'm on it and things are good. I love getting up early in the morning, like really early. It just feels quite special. So Leon is telling us, I like to be in the office by 5 a.m. I try to stay ahead of the issues. Ooh, I like the long light in the afternoon and evenings now. In winter, I go to work in the dark and come home in the dark. Yeah, don't we all? Yeah, but I bet you don't have a lot of horrible rain. Or maybe you do, actually. It's Florida. Leon's in Florida, isn't he? I think. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, down south there, yeah. South in the States, yeah.
We had one of those family holidays in Florida a few years ago. So we went in August, I think. And I absolutely loved it. But the one thing that I really, because we'd been used to holidays in Europe, and the one thing I love about Europe are the long evenings. And we'd sit out watching the sunset at about 8 or 9 at night, and just this really balminess. And in Florida, what I noticed was, the one thing I really didn't like is it was kind of going dark really early, I seem to remember. And it always rained at like 6 or 7 in the evening. So we were sat in our blinking holiday home with the rain pounding down and it dark. And I just found it really weird. And then it passed and it was beautifully warm and we loved the holiday. But I just remember that one thing as I just couldn't get my head around it, really. It was so different from Europe. But we love Florida. Love Florida.
Now, obviously, the place has changed a fair bit, but where you showed us pictures of where you go in Wales is fairly similar to where we are here. Where it's more of a... I'm not really sure what the climate would be like there. Like, it's a temperate climate here, so we don't really get that cold as such, but... obviously it still gets cold, but what we say is cold is completely different than what someone that gets snow and ice and says it's cold. Yeah. But like we.
Sorry, go on.
You think? Yeah, you can.
I know, I do. I think, and then I talk, and I shouldn't. But go on. No.
Oh well.
I should stop thinking. Probably that's the thing. I think too much. I think too much is my problem.
It's like having these talks here. Like at the moment, my tinnitus is so loud in my head that I was actually quite hoping that my headset would work. Where right at the moment, it's just that pounding in there that it's very hard to keep track of what's being said. Even it's just horrible.
Well, listen.
It's like,
we're not going to break our rule today. Oh look. There they are.
I've got a low sun in the sky, but the sun is out. But it's been pouring with rain, and that's why I was throwing it around because the ground is so wet.
Oh, look at the mud! Look at the mud.
Yeah, there's mud, but it's only very thin because it's this is kept with clean dirt on the top, but it's like a shaly dirt, so it's got a little bit of substance to it. Like it's not topsoil dirt, it's shale dirt, so it's got. What have you crashed?
What's going on? No, I can't cope when we go out for a walk on a rainy day and this one gets mucky paws. I just
you got to tell your story about that one too.
So we've had a bit of a torrid week with little Monty. So Monty had to go to the there he is.
You told me one tooth.
Well, Monty had to go to the vet because he had a we think he might have had a bit of an abscess. We just got this horrible whiffy smell from his mouth. And he's not he's a very friendly dog, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't like people messing. So we've always had trouble trying to look in his mouth and stuff. So I took him to the vet, and the vet said, he's going to have a dental, which means a dental operation. And she did say, just to warn you, we will have a really good look. We'll take out the bad tooth, but we'll have a really good look around and we'll do whatever needs to be done. So Monty went in last Wednesday. Guess how many teeth? Well, you know how many teeth he had out. He had
more than one.
16 teeth taken out with his head. 16.
Has he got any teeth? Has he been put on a soup diet or what now? Like
kind of, yeah.
Well, far out, like Yeah, has he like got many teeth left?
Well, he does. Funnily enough, he's always had like a protruding like that, but he's had all. He's like this, and he's had all of the front bottom ones out, but he's just got one left at the front, and it kind of sticks out. So sorry. So he does have.
So what's this? Trying to impersonate dog picture, the way your dog looks with his teeth.
Yeah, but look, he's fine. He lives to live another day. What's the saying? He lives to live another day. No, that's not saying. Anyway, he's still with us. We weren't worried because the vet literally can't get near him to do any tests. We get him into the vet and he goes like a rabid wild animal. So she can't even take his heartbeat. So she couldn't do any pre-operation tests to test if he was going to be okay under the anesthetic.
I've frozen up.
You have,
You've frozen up on mine. You can obviously hear me, but you're frozen.
We can hear you anyway.
I think I'm gonna have to depart and then come back.
You go ahead. I'm gonna have to open my door here because it is so warm here. Oh,
I can't even depart. My phone is just.
We can still hear you.
Yeah, I know. My phone is just frozen up on me big time.
You're looking very intense on the frozen. It's like.
I know.
In the meantime, Leon is saying, "Poor little guy." Yeah. Oh, here we are. You're back. Oh, are you back? Are you frozen? You're frozen again. Hello? Maybe. Oh! Oh, God. I'm by myself. Oh, no, I'm not by myself because Monty's here. Poor guy. Yeah, he recovered well. He was a bit dopey for a few days, but hey, nothing wrong with that. So, no, he's absolutely fine. Gino's here! Gino, hi, Chort, hi, mate. How are you all? A little late tonight. Gino, we almost didn't start because I'm like, no, we can't start because Gino's not here. He's not here. But you're here now, so that's fine. Oh, look who else is with us, Keith. Don't leave me by myself.
It's decided to work again.
Hey,
he keeps asking me, do I want to close the app because it's not responding? Well, hello, you're back.
Yeah, I know. So listen, we've got Gino with us. So we've got Leon, Discord, and Gino. So we are good to go. We've only got three people watching us today. What is going on?
I'm doing good now, eh?
What is going on?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you some little insights, right? Geez, isn't the community in recent times? Now, I'm not throwing sticks or stones or any of that sort of stuff. I don't care. But seriously, isn't the community just pounded at the moment, like with just demoralized sort of sense? I don't know. I'm just like, even in like Calf Discord, I can't even get any responses to anything. Like, there's just nothing. Like, it's.
Well, I think there's three things here. So this is my little analysis.
Enlighten me, please.
So I think many of us are exhausted from the last week and a half because of a certain launch of last week that is just ongoing in terms of all sorts of shenanigans and price dips and all of that kind of thing. So let's say we're in a settling in period for that particular project, which I think has taken the attention of a lot in the community. So there's that. There's also, I think, the growing hiatus of us all waiting for the Vulcan launch, because we're now within, 3 weeks of the end, less than 2.5 weeks, really, of the end of the month when Q2 ends. And I did notice, I was looking in various Discords yesterday, and a lot of people across all the Discords kind of saying, when's Vulcan launch? Anybody heard anything? So I think that's also preying on people's mind, because the closer we get to the end of Q2 and the less we hear, the more questions are going to rise. So there's that. And also there's the more general environment with all the Binance shenanigans and the prices kind of crashing the last few days. And I just think there is so much uncertainty at the moment for the whole sector. And yeah, as Leon has said, I don't deal with hype and drama. It's just like wherever you look in the moment, there doesn't seem to be any good news or anything to be kind of too cheery about, apart from Calf.
I'll tell you what. Let me pass some good news on, and the good news for Calf, and the good news for the Calf community is that I know the price isn't great. Yeah, I get all that, but seriously, like when you look at all the other tokens within the space, or even, you know, you could probably look wider than that, even though I can't speak really too highly of that part of it, but the tokens within our space, Calf is doing so well. Like to go from like in the last 2 weeks to drop say 50%, but other tokens have been doing that in a day. It's really been, I'm amazed that we're still holding above a cent. Like it's unbelievable. Like when you consider, or when I consider what others were doing, we are doing extremely well. The community of Calf holders is just amazing. Like I know that it's a tough time and all the rest of it. I get all that, but none of us have a magic wand to suddenly make it all so much better. It's just what it is. But when you look at how much the sentiment within the space has really pummeled a lot of projects, and Calf has really lived quite free of that sort of issues, I think it's been just really good, you know, like that it is where it is now. I'm surprised that it's anything above you know, like when I see it above a cent, I'm amazed that it's anything above half a cent. Like, to be honest, like I really think that I would have thought that it would have been a bigger dip than what it is. It doesn't have the liquidity to hold its strength there either. But the people have just sort of set in and just obviously playing a long game now for what holders are left. Unfortunately, that's just the way crypto cycles work, and you've just got to sort of, unfortunately, you just sort of got to roll with it. Just live within your means. Don't overdo it. You know, I'd love to buy a heap more calf now myself, but I just haven't got the funds to be able to do it. By the time I did the LP and whatnot, that was the end of it for me. We're into the cycle now where we're coming into the part of the year where we haven't got, like, towards the end of the year, we got to go a few months without any income, and it gets very difficult at that time if you don't sort of squirrel something away now. Like I just posted a video today of me loading the hay on the trailer. And because of my elbows and knees and my leg doesn't work anymore, I had to buy that new machine 2 years ago, because that's got electric controls, and that allows me to be able to operate still. And that's the only way we could do it. With my old machine, it was all foot and hand control and all manual hydraulics, and I just couldn't operate it. Like I spent many years operating the Bobcat, but I just couldn't do that anymore because my feet don't work anymore because of my spinal cord injury and whatever, and my elbows, and you know, it's just one thing after another. But that's why we just had to upgrade to the new machine. That cost me, because we could only do it on finance, that's still got another year and a bit of its mortgage left, even though the finance rates were really good. Like they only did 0.8%. Now that's just amazing. Like, but of course, the sting in the tail is that it's $1,700 Australian each month for mortgage repayments. And you know, obviously that whether you got quiet times or busy times, you still got to find that money every single month. You know, it doesn't just come from somewhere. You've got to find it, you know. With having disabilities is kind of a double-edged sword. You think that it's okay, but then you've got to modify the way in which you do things, which costs you money to stay able to do stuff. And because you do that, it sort of puts you in this spot where you're financially committed. That just makes it more difficult. And, you know, so as far as disposable income goes, it's, well, it's very hard with bull calves as it is. And especially the cattle prices now have just gone like that again as well. So there's simply, it just isn't returns anymore on bull calves. And that the little, like, it's kind of funny because, like, when I first set up the Cause of the Calves NFT project, the cattle prices, because Australia was sort of in a restocking phase because of floods and droughts and stuff. So the cattle prices actually went up really good. And for a period of time, I'm only talking, you know, a couple of paddocks worth of calves, they were actually doing pretty good. And then now it's amazing how it goes. Like, you think crypto goes up and down a lot. Well, you should deal in young livestock and see how you go, because it's amazing how much you can invest in young livestock, and then all of a sudden the price disappears on you, and you've got no choice but to sell at that price, because you can't hold on to the livestock, because unlike your crypto tokens that you have, that you've got X amount of dollars invested in it, but with calves, which if you call them a crypto token, you could buy them whenever you like, but if the market suddenly dumps on you, you can't keep a hold of them, because it takes so much real estate to be able to keep feeding them and food and whatever. So you're forced into having to sell to get rid of them, because you've got to have the space. So, you know, like at one period of time there, it was like, oh, we're doing okay. But then as soon as you say that, it always comes back to get you. And it's amazing how quickly the tide turns, and all of a sudden you're back into the situation again of exactly why you set up the Cause of the Calves. And, you know, albeit I wasn't really like, if you weren't living on a shoestring budget, you would say that it was a desperate situation. Like, it was, we had so many things against us, and we haven't been able to solve any of those problems yet by starting a projects like we have. But having said that, it's not like, if we all do things just based on today's results, well then, you know, you're doing the wrong thing. Like, it's a long-term play. A lot of people complain about their crypto price or whatever it might be suddenly drops off, or it comes good or whatever, but it's all a long-term play. None of it is just, as much as the markets might flip and flop, but geez, I rattle on, don't I? Hope you kept up with me, because I lose track of myself because my head pounds so much.
That's why we love you, Keith. Now, Leon is putting us straight here. Sunrise is about 6 a.m. with daylight saving time. I'm in Northern Virginia, near Washington.
No, he's way up north. Yeah.
I thought he was in Florida. I'm getting all confused. Yeah, Florida, Washington, all the same, right?
It's funny, though, because, like, I remember back previous weeks, he was saying about that before, because we've been through all this before, but I just, Florida didn't ring a bell with me, and I just couldn't remember where he was. And then he put up Virginia, and I was like, of course.
I was just making it up as I go along, is what I was doing.
Yeah, no, that's right. When we try and sound all smart and stuff, but you know.
No idea. Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mrs. Keith, crypto farmer. Can you tell us do we know how many we have today in our little draw? Have we got one draw today? We're back to one?
Yeah, just one draw. Yep.
Yeah, just one.
I don't know who won how the draws went to unknown winners last week. I don't know who they were, so I just airdropped the wallets which they had them.
Nice.
And someone who bought 2 NFTs won the bonus draw, and they own no calf, but now if they look in their wallet, they own 6,000 calf. So
imagine if they don't look in the wallet for ages, and then calf goes to like $1. That would be cool.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, even on today's price, they bought 2 NFTs at $40, and you know, like 6,000. What's that? $60. Well, then that was pretty easy, wasn't it? For
not bad.
It's a pretty good return. You look at the crypto market at the moment, and you look at the return on that.
Exactly.
You know,
I wouldn't be complaining. That's for sure.
and they can still win again today and next week.
I know.
And my phone keeps telling me it wants to close the app, and I keep shutting it ever since it done its seizure.
It's seizure. I think we better get on with what we need to do then, if we're going to be losing you.
No, I don't think I'll be going anywhere. It's just phone's decided to chuck a wobbly.
Okay. So, do we have any idea how many have we sold any this week?
I think it's $3.93. I thought it was still the same, but there you go, $3.93.
$3.93. Okay, should we go? Should we go do it? $3.93.
No matter how hard we try, I don't think we're going to get a bigger crowd.
No, we're not. We're not. And I posted it.
That's okay.
I just think people are jaded. So hopefully
it's all good.
They will catch up on our little live because it'll be sitting on our YouTube channels. I think let's just do it. Go on.
Yeah, no, I'm amazed with Leon how he can, like, he actually has quite a few NFTs, and I'm amazed that his name doesn't come up more often in these draws.
Mine doesn't come up. Mine has never come up.
Yeah, well, last week, for argument's sake, it went to 2 different winners. They were both unknown, but they only had 2 NFTs each. So you know, you don't need many to win, do you? Like, it's amazing. It's amazing how it happens like that.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. You ready? I've become a cow.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Some would say they can't notice any difference, but let's move on. Right, I'm going to go across to the little old wheel. Are we ready?
We are.
Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? All 3 of us. Right, here we go. So I am going to shuffle because you know I love a shuffle. Here we go.
You got to do it twice.
I've got to do it twice because that's what we do here. That was 1.
Maybe you should do it 3 times and you might win.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to do it. That was 3 shuffles there. 3 shuffles. Right. Are we ready?
We are.
We're ready. I don't think we're ready. Are we steady? Let's spin the wheel.
Where is Jason? Jason is away for a long weekend, and because over where he lives, it's woohoo, whoever that is.
I haven't won again. I haven't won again.
I'll say it's me.
194. Congratulations, whoever you are. Let's see if Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer, can tell us who it is. The lucky winner who will get 6,000 calf. That'd be nice. I'd love to win 6,000 calf. That would make my year complete.
Yes.
194.
Jason is away for the long weekend, and because today is a public holiday where he lives, I would imagine that they're driving back home. So as much as I've heard from him, I don't really get much communication today because I'm sure that's what's going on. So he might not be able to be here because he mightn't have range wherever they are.
Yeah. It's not good enough, but yeah.
I know.
Congratulations, Sung No More. That's a new name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sung No More. Oh, cool.
Nice. Well, congratulations. 6,000 calf winging its way your way, which is fantastic. I'm not jealous at all.
No, she'll be happy.
Yeah, nice. Fantastic. Gino saying congratulations. Absolutely. I'm jealous. I want more calf. You
don't know who Sung No More is, do you?
No, should I?
Well, you know the person who she's married to.
Do I?
You've actually talked to him live.
Have I?
You have.
I literally have no idea.
Okay, who is it that you're on live streams with every now and again? Obviously, you're on the live stream with a male, and obviously that the Sung No More is a wife.
Yeah. I need more clues. I need more clues. It's not. It's a bud. No, because she'd be. I don't know. It is. Ah.
Andrew's wife. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, this is Keith the Crypto. I didn't realise she had a different name. Oh, that's brilliant.
Prado's wife? I don't think so.
No, that's Mrs. Worldwide. We definitely know Mrs. Worldwide. Oh, yeah. That's fantastic. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Sung No More.
Hand pink waving.
Oh, Ron Legend is in the house. Ron Legend, how are you?
I'll just do that there, and I'm doing whatever colour this is, waving.
We reenact emojis, don't we?
I know it's kind of funny how it comes up with the word, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I don't know why it does that. It's just a bit weird. That's fantastic. Oh, that's made me very happy. I think they're traveling at the moment, aren't they? Going somewhere lovely. I don't know where, but yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, all around Europe. Yeah, you know Europe.
Well, I do actually, because I live here. Yeah.
We got
road trip around Europe. Oh, these are new ones?
These are new ones, yeah.
Look.
Obviously not very happy when I decide to turn up and make a noise.
No.
Hey, buddies.
Look. Hello.
But at least they're protected from the weather, and even though it seems like it's sunshine at the moment, but we've been getting a lot of rain, so.
Yeah. Oh. Give me a big hug from us. Yeah,
well, you know, I don't know. Someone took Luddy away, didn't they? It's not fair.
I'm not talking about it. He's still on all my thumbnails and will be forever.
Oh no, yeah, he's you know, I've been, including him in some whatever content I can. What are you crashing now?
I'm not saying. A creepy crawly, and a spider.
Nice.
I literally, I know that's awful. I really don't kill anything, but I literally, it's either the spider's there and I go, or the spider has to go. I cannot. I've got such a phobia. It's terrible.
But you don't have spiders that kill you over there, though, do you?
Oh, thank God. Otherwise, I'd literally move countries.
Yeah, but you moved to Australia because we have spiders that just want to kill you.
Yeah,
everyone says that about
spiders. I can't even.
Everyone says that about Australia with their spiders and snakes.
I know. You don't get any near you, do you? Because do you?
Well, we get a lot of redback spiders. And where we live, we get a lot of dugites and tiger snakes, which are quite dangerous in their own right. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, would they come into your house?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but we haven't had one in our house, but lots of people do. Yeah.
I used to work with an Australian guy.
You know we live in a shed, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say, does it come into your shed?
No, but what I mean by that is that, of course, like we don't have like walls and ceilings like proper house. So of course we get lots of spiders and like what we call Christmas decorations, with spider webs and stuff.
No, stop it. The chap I used to live with told me when he used to live in Melbourne, and when he was growing up in their house, in his bedroom, he used to lie in bed and he used to hear the snakes in the ceiling attic or whatever. He said he used to hear them moving around, and I'm like, what? Snakes and spiders. But the thing with snakes is we don't get them here. I mean, you might see an adder now and then on a path, but literally, I don't have to worry about snakes. I literally can't look at a snake, though, if it's on telly. But spiders, we get them in the house. And I know they're not dangerous, not going to kill us. Tell my brain that, because it doesn't listen. It doesn't. I literally freeze. So I've either got packed when I see it, or I literally come out in a cold sweat and I can't move.
Do you get poisonous spiders in your house over there, or aren't they poisonous?
No, but they wear clogs and they got hairs.
What?
They wear clogs and they've got hairs. In other words, they're big, horrible black things that scuttle around. No, they're not poisonous, but they're still spiders.
Okay. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, no. Yep.
The number of
Sorry,
times,
I'm not sounding very sensitive here, am I?
No. The number I have to make friends with my neighbors, because if I'm in the house by myself and like the boys are out, so the current Mr. Chalk or the son are out and there's a spider, I have to go next door and ask somebody to come in and get it out for me. That's how freaked I am by them. Because I can't stay in the house if I know a spider's there. And I know you're going to tell me the spiders in every room, I just can't see them. If I can't see them, then they're not there. But if I see a spider, that's it. I can't. I just can't. I can't function.
Yeah, it's amazing how that happens, isn't it? Like, yeah, it's
And I've tried reasoning with myself. You know, it's that big. It's not even poisonous. It's just gonna scuttle away. But there's something prehistoric in my head going on.
It's funny though, because
I'm gonna go for therapy. I'm gonna go for therapy and get this sorted, because it rules my life, especially in the September when the big ones come in.
Oh wow.
Not good. There you go.
Oh dear. Yeah.
But anyway, telling you all my life story now. Anyhow.
Yeah, it sounds rather horrific to me.
It is. You want to live here? It's terrible. Anyhow.
Yeah, well,
right.
Definitely don't move to Australia then.
I know. Yeah. No.
You just got to be one in the spiders. You just got to live with it.
I've been to Australia, but I was in Sydney and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't see any spiders. But I was once in Mauritius, and I walked and I was there by myself because I was there for work, so it wasn't like I had boys with me to help me. And I walked into this fantastic hotel, but the hotel was like in the middle of a forest, or I don't know, rainforest or something. And I walked into the hotel, into the room, and it was like a tarantula was sat on the wall. I had to ask for another room. I had to go. Anyhow, let's not talk about spiders. It's not good. It's not doing my mental health any good whatsoever. So yes, Gino, I have what is commonly known as arachnophobia. Terrible.
Yeah, no, that's just not good. That.
No, I know. But anyway, enough about me. So, Keith the Crypto Farmer, we have been going for nearly 40 minutes. We've broken our law again.
No, we've done our thing. That's it. We're good. We're good
to go. So.
Oh, look at that! You're getting sympathy now.
It's terrible, isn't it? It's absolutely terrible, Gina. I don't know how I live my life, but I manage it somehow. I do a spider check in every room that I go, and when I go to bed at night, I do a spider check on the bed every night. That's how I live my life. There you go. Anyway.
I've got to see Mr. Chalk and ask him to throw a lucky band in your bed, so then you feel like you've got spiders in your bed.
Oh my God! Well, let me tell you, if he started doing that, he wouldn't be the current Mr. Chalk anymore now, would he?
I bet. Like, he would have to be game, wouldn't he? Even the camera's agreeing with you. It's out of you.
I know. Anyway.
Thank you, everyone, for joining in. I know we're only a small live stream, but thank you very much for popping in. Thanks, Gino and Mrs. Keith and Ron and Leon. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you all for spending the time with us. Come back next week. Who knows what we'll be talking about next week? My other phobias? Who knows? I have many. No, I don't.
We shall find out and see what happens with the markets and
the
way the community is sort of feeling.
Yeah, let's hope next week we're all feeling a little bit more joyous and a little more energized.
Yeah, it's certainly it's almost like the balloon's been let down a little bit, hasn't it? Yeah. I don't know, it's a little bit deflated. No, everyone's feeling a little bit
under the cosh, a little bit
but that's down. Okay, we just keep trucking on and doing our thing. It's all good.
We're still giving away the calf. Gino,
we're still just doing our thing.
Love you all. We love you too, Gino. Thank you. So listen, guys, we will see you next week. Come back strong, but we will be here as always, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Thank you so much. See you later.